Hey, good morning, Brew Crew. Welcome to the CR&E Morning Brew. It is February the 19th. How about that? All right. Hope everybody's warming up a little bit. It's definitely warmed up here, at least temporarily. A little fake spring, February thaw kind of deal going on here. Hopefully everybody can hear me all right. Stand by, I swear to God. I hate my trains. Some days I just literally hate my trains. This Saturday, the 21st, but I'm off next Saturday. So, let me go here. Is that one running? I'm running too fast. I'll tell you that much. Tell you that much right now. Yeah, so that's cool. I'm looking forward to that. Dan, an open house at the club down in Akron. Ray Bartleson, good morning. There's Joe Rader. How you doing, Joe? On time today. There you go. I was. I started on time, I think. You know how long that'll last, about a minute and a half. He's just saying, where's our fearless leader? I'm here. Fearless, I don't know, but Dave's not here, man. Well, I don't know about all that. Well, I mean, it's early in the morning. I mean, so I figured it'd be more like brew coffee, not so much brew. Well, I mean, you do you. I mean, if you would rather have a over an adult beverage this early in the morning, it's on you. I don't judge. Floyd, good morning. Don't look at Strawberry's neck. I don't know what that is about. If I missed something or not, but just don't feel like going down 3 flights of stairs. Oh, maybe that's part of a song. Or Dave's not here, man. Let's see who we got there. Stormy Sky. And trackside, no. Stormy Dave might be in the live stream also. Have to go and have a great day, everyone. Steve. All right, Steve. Enjoy your day down by the tracks. Hopefully you get some good footage. Derek Alexander. Good morning, Derek. Hey, there's the Bud Files. How you doing, Bud Files? Good to see you in here. So for my faithful Brew Crew members that are here, I will at some point give you a sneak peek of the video that'll be coming up. A little camera shot of the area I've been working on. And Andy, there you are. Get down through this a little bit. How you doing, Thomas? A good video you sent me there the other day. Pretty cool little train there. Excuse me. Not enough coffee yet. FVRC Scott, how are you? Morning. I don't know if I just don't recognize the name or what, or if you changed your name, or if it's how YouTube's doing that at thing now and they're putting up the different names for people. Yeah, because the Grand Parrels now has this whole like railroad name on there now, and I don't think you changed that. It must just be your call sign or whatever they call it. Remember they changed that up, I think, at the beginning of the year. So, James, Dundas Junction. Good morning, James. So I'll be lurking for a bit, working on editing a video that has been very, very long overdue. Yeah, I get it, man. Like this video that'll be coming out, it's like 20 minutes long, and I apologize, but hopefully it'll be interesting enough. I was trying to get enough kind of back and forth throughout the scene to give you time to see things. You know, it's tough when you when you're doing a scene like that and you're trying to do details on that. It's hard to capture it in a camera sometimes and kind of keep things interesting as well. So I don't know if I did that or not, but I hope I did. Welcome to the Curly Express. What's up, Curly? Curly's riding my backside about this video, man. He's trying to keep me honest. I think that's what he's doing. He's trying to keep me in line. He knows I'm trying to grow the channel hopefully a little bit, but also I'm trying to make it more entertaining as far as putting out more content. And my thing's always been I don't want to just put stuff out just to put out a video, you know. I like that, Steve. I like that. Good point. Good point. But at the same time, just to stay out there, I guess. I don't know. Put something up. Videos is, I don't know. Kind of torn on that. I don't know what you guys think about that. Do you like just, even like if I have nothing new to show, you just want to see a video? I could just run trains, I guess. I don't know. Eric's a four-letter bad word. Is a four-letter bad word. Yeah, I know. Unfortunately. Fortunately, I still got probably 10 years of it. 10 years of bad words to go. God willing. James saw a video yesterday. Okay, I'll have to go check that out, James. I worked all day yesterday, and then I don't go check back. You know, I get 200, 300, 400 notifications a day on YouTube. It's like, Jesus, the hell, man! I can't watch all this stuff. And then you're trying to scroll back through to see if people are on there that posted, and I don't always get notifications, or sometimes they kind of get lost in the mix. Hey, there's Stormy Dave. We had a heads up from Steve that you may be in here. Gilroy was here. Morning. Thanks for popping in. Oh, shit. Stop yawning, man. Hey, Rainbow Bell. Morning, gang. Working and listening. I appreciate that. Hope you have a good day working. You work from home, Ray? Or some days you work from home? I don't remember. Anthony, Georgia Sunbelt. Morning, Anthony. Anthony was telling me he's gonna have some workbench stuff he's gonna be working on. As you know, he's gonna be retiring this year and planning a move to Georgia, I believe, somewhere. And so he'll be tearing down his layout, unfortunately. It'd be sad to see it go, but I know whatever he comes up with next will be just as awesome, if not more. But in the meantime, he says he's got a good, probably 20 blue box locomotives he needs to work on and at least install DCC in some of them. So maybe he'll post some videos while he's busy doing that. We don't have a layout to work on yet, so maybe he'll be able to set up when he gets settled in, set up a little folding table or something with all his little workbench materials and show us what he's working on. So that'd be interesting to see. So Curly, go bug Anthony by putting out videos. Damn it. I changed my display name a few weeks back to my freelance railroad reporting marks. I may try this YouTube thing this year once my layout doesn't look like a plywood table. Yeah. Mine still has plywood. You know, I guess I could paint it so it's not just plywood, but I mean, I figure I'll get around to it eventually. You know, thing of it is, when you walk in my room here, when you see me right behind me, there's a doorway there. I have the couple of scenes you can see here for sure, but most everything I've been doing is on the other side of the room, on the other side of the peninsula. That hides the whole other side, so you can't even see what I've been doing all this work unless you come in the room and walk around the peninsula. So it's like you can't just peek your head in the room and see what I've been working on. So it doesn't look like I've done anything, you know, if you're just kind of looking from the doorway. Yeah, it's tough. Even if you go to subscriptions, like I have so many people I'm subscribed to, it's like I don't know if there's a way to favorite those subscriptions, right? So that those are the ones that pop up all the time. I put it on like, you know, where you get all notifications and not just like personalized or whatever. So they should be showing up, you know, but I don't know. I've never really looked at it. Maybe Jason or one of you guys that's a little more versed in YouTube algorithms and all that kind of stuff would know if there's a way to favorite those. Like, say, I'm going to favorite Curly, I'm going to favorite Anthony, you know, or so on and so forth, Joe Rader, you know, whoever. Of course, all you guys are in there now. So that those will specifically pop up over like just random channels that I'm subscribed to. You know, you get the one for one thing. Sometimes I subscribe to you, so I'll go subscribe back to them, you know, and watch a couple videos there and there, you know. But it says something I watch all the time, you know. And I'm sure I'm not the only one that does that. I just don't have time for it all. Even if you're retired, you'd have to sit there all day, literally, and do nothing but watch videos. And even at that, there's not enough hours in the day. I just got people want to see layouts from the beginning, even how you made the plywood table. This is a good point, Eric. In fact, I really do enjoy that, watching from the start. I think all you guys need to go back to my very first videos, even if you just go back to the first one on this layout, just start watching them through. But it's like for me, I started this one up and I tore the old one down at the end of 2020 and started back that right after Christmas and that. I repainted the room, freshened it up. I put down a new floor, did some work to the floor to level it in a couple spots that needed it. I put a new floor in and blah, 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 you know. Put up furring strips on the wall to attach the benchwork to along the walls because I didn't want legs along the walls. Even though I put the curtain and everything up, I wanted to kind of show the floor off, but it didn't work out that way, but that's okay. Should see Sandstorm in El Paso now. We'll do some videos on some stuff. Oh, cool. Oh, yeah, you showed me that picture yesterday. It was like middle of the day. Sun was shining, but you could barely see it. It almost looked like partly an eclipse almost. It was weird. So have you ever been on Maker World for 3D files? They have stuff on there I've never seen before. Let's see, Dwight, I go on there once in a while. I should visit it more often. I got to get more versed at how to do these 3D prints. Jim Tedesco, God bless that guy. He's so kind. he shares a lot of files with me. If I say, "Hey Jim, you got a file for XYZ," he'll if you don't have one, he usually tries to hunt one down for me, and then he'll convert it over to my Creality. The Hallet one is a different like format than the regular like PDF or whatever they call them, STL file. So because he has a Hallet one as well, so he just flips it over to what I need it to be, and he's so good about helping me out with that. But I really do need to learn um, how to do it myself, like how to upload files, how to slice, how to do all that stuff. So if you want to watch the build process, we've been taking pictures of CVT's build. Oh, cool. Is that the Facebook channel? Go back in here. I want to I'm gonna click on that because I want to go check that out. And it's like I can't seem to get. Oh, that's YouTube. That's your YouTube. I'm guessing. That's all Sebring. Oh, come on. Making me nuts. No, that's your website. Okay, you just said that. Okay. Yeah, I see. I got that. The website. You're posting pictures on there. All right. Good to know. Good to know. Yeah, I'm excited to get down there next weekend. I think it's be good to see. Hey, Dwayne, Fork and Spoon Railroad. How are you, Dwayne? Photo section is open to the internet. All right. Good to know. CLL Logistics. Good morning, Darren. Get your name down eventually. It takes me a while. Yeah, definitely. It's just a lot, and it's a good problem to have, I guess. There's so many good creators out here, and I enjoy watching your stuff, but just trying to usually catch up on my videos at the rate I'm going. I'm maybe making one video every 1 to 3 months. The ones that are hard to catch up on are the ones who make 3 or more videos a week. Yeah, it's hard. Like I love Pappy. Pappy's awesome. He does great things, great videos, but it's hard to watch all of his stuff just because there's a lot. I try to. A playlist that has my new layout from the start to where I am now. All right. Yeah, I definitely have playlists in there, like from the old layout. I think it's layout updates, CR&E 1.0, the first layout. And this is all like 2.0. Anything for this layout, I think I labeled as 2.0. I divided it up into like room updates, bench work, and then like actual layout updates. And there's like running videos, layout running videos, just to try to categorize it a little bit. So hopefully, there's some there's a section for how-tos or how I do. So if you want to label that. Big freight going by with 2 NS on the head. Oh, cool. Where's that at? Looks great. What is the size going to be? Got rid of the changing rooms, but are you keeping the piano? Good tunes while running. I need to go look at these. Basement. Took possession. And so, we're building small benchwork section in the spring. I'll see about making a video on that. Yeah, absolutely. Not even close, Pete. What did I miss? What did Pete say? Hi, Pete, by the way. I don't know if I said hi to you. I saw you, but I don't know. Oh, God. A lot of good channels out there. And that's just, just the model railroading community, which, is probably just a small niche, compared to a lot of other YouTube type creators. We're not, as big, and maybe, I don't know, maybe we are. I don't know. I think it's a very niche kind of thing. You really got to be into the hobby to really want to watch all that stuff. I'd have to ask Jim. He's the one who rescales everything. Actually, what he does is I'll measure stuff that I have. Like, say if I have something I bought, say like a roll off. Okay, this roll off I had on a truck, like a Walther Scene Master truck. So what I did was I just took, and he likes it in millimeters, so I have a little ruler here and I measure it off in millimeters, and he a lot of times will make it that way. I think there is a way. I'm sure there is a way to do like your scaling. There's got to be a way to actually do it. Unfortunately, like I said, those are all things I need to learn. And he did say he will sit down with me one of these days. We'll get up on like a private StreamYards, or I guess we could go public for anybody else who wants to know. And kind of walk through like how to upload a file, find a file, upload it, tweak it, slice it, do whatever the hell you have to do to it, because they come in like zip files and you got to unzip them or whatever. I don't know how the hell. I don't know the terminology, man. All I know is I've been printing my ass off. I'm printing quite a few of these. I got like 4 of them sitting here right now. I got to finish painting them up and stuff. And then he gave me a palette file for pallets. So I'm putting a bunch of pallets. Got to paint them. That's going to be a pain in the ass. Stick them on some tape or something and then just shoot them all with an airbrush. A new NAS server to host my new website. Also, if you need a hosting site, let me know. Good to know. Not too bad. I did that for the icing platforms I printed. They were N scale. Exact rail model train scale calculator. Right, I just noticed you don't have a wrench. Find you in here. Okay, Kilroy, I added you as a moderator. Just like everybody else who have a blue wrench. So you can, while you're in my chat, check out other channels if you would like to pop in over there and watch them later on. Better after 5 days in the hospital with congestive heart failure and fluid on my right lung. What's up with that, Dwayne? Shit. Glad to see you're back home. Hopefully all is going well. Thanks, Pete. Appreciate it, man. It's getting there. It's coming along. I'm doing what I can. Yeah, I'm going to check it out here after the show. I'll look at it a little closer. He's having an open house next Saturday, the 28th, so I'm going to go down. He's only less than a half an hour from me, half an hour with bad traffic probably, where the club's at. And I'm really looking forward to that, and potentially may join the club even. Maybe I'll learn a few new things to help me out here too. I was happy yesterday because I had an interview with Model Railroad. Oh no, shit! It was featured on their video live feed last night. It was about technology and model railroading. That is so cool. Congratulations, Darren. It's always neat when you get to do stuff like that. I remember, you guys remember Big Bill? What happened to Big Bill? Um, I can't remember the name of his layout. It was a South Brooklyn Railroad, but it was called something else. It's kind of a funnier name. But he had that show on. It was on Wednesday nights, I think. I don't think it was every week. Who's Big Bill talking to? And anyways, he had me on his show, and it was really cool. And appreciated that. And then Vinny had me up one time back when I was just a little baby Crooked Dave, and just kind of getting going. Who else? I don't know, a few shows like that where some of your bigger names, bigger channels would kind of reach out and have like guests, and it was pretty neat. People passenger cars don't like curved turnouts. Curved turnouts are a funny animal, man. I'm downtown Montreal, Davis, to see in Maine going to the United States. Oh, okay. Well, you saw that Norfolk Southern. Yeah, Dwayne, hope you're feeling better, buddy. Take care of yourself, man. The basement is 35 by 50. Damn, man, am I jealous. I would love that. Holy shit. So I told my wife, if we ever bought another house or built a house, it'd strictly be a ranch with everything on the first floor, bathrooms, laundry, all that. And the basement would just be my layout. Maybe even an elevator. And come down. I'd have a bathroom down there, a crew lounge, and nothing in the way. If the mechanicals were in the basement, I would just wall them off and make it so that would not need to be, like, the access to that wouldn't be in the train room. I'd figure that all out. But this way the basement could just be completely the layout along the walls, maybe a couple peninsulas, who knows. But yeah, I think that'd be really cool. Oh man, that's gonna be sweet, Dan. Wish I could have known you guys before I built this, because there was actually a tentative plan to put a third level for staging underneath, which I really kind of do regret not doing. I kind of regret not doing a helix too. Just didn't want to waste the space in the room because the room's tight enough. It's big enough, but it's also tight. And then the helix would have took a lot of space away from like scenery and operations and stuff. And at this point in time, I can't really fit it in any other room. Like I could have maybe put it in that room behind me where that blue curtain's at. That's the furnace room. But it would have taken up a lot of space in there because to do a helix for trains I want to run, I like to run long trains. I like to run long cars, auto racks and things like that, as well as container trains and stuff. So you can't have like a small helix that would never make it. So the helix itself would have been a minimum of 5-6 feet around, on a platform. Yeah, you'd have to, for the helix, I would have wanted to go like 32, 36, somewhere like that, like or even bigger. 30 minimal. Just because. Or do like what Sparky did where he has more of an oval. Yeah, I will too. Let's see, rescaling model trains involves converting measurements from one scale to another, typically by using a calculator, dividing HO scale measurements to get an N scale, or by using a scale ruler. Well, I have a scale ruler too. But I'm saying just like I said, Jim likes me to give him in millimeters. It's just easier for him for whatever reason. Layout planning, this often requires multiplying and dividing dimensions by a specific factor. Of physical models, you must replace rolling stock and track. Some scenery can be repurposed. Trust me. Yeah. Rail calculator. Oh, thanks. Actually, I'm going to go on that too. Have you there? Maybe if I can find it. How far behind am I? All right, I just wanted to grab that link. For some reason, I can't see this stuff after it goes live or after it posts on YouTube. All right, Anthony, enjoy your time there. You down there with your son? I thought you were going down on business. So thanks for popping in, man. Mm-hmm. It says my 3-car shop. Well, that's a huge basement. Yeah, it is. Are you going to post the stuff to YouTube as well? I only saw running at the club on your channel. Yeah, and that's a different club. That's in Sebring. His club is going to be. It's not really Akron. I think it's Cuyahoga Falls. Don't quote me on that. Yeah, but hopefully all goes well. Oh, there you go. That's a nice club too. I've only been there once, but it's a nice layout. I think they have their own channel as well, or I think so. Or you can watch it on Dan's. Give Dan the views. Let's see. Top center of a helix makes a great space for a town scene. That's true. You could definitely make it work. Like Kansas and Western has 2 helixes, and he has I think a power plant on top of one and a refinery on the top of the other. So I don't know what his space is, the size of his basement. He's got a nice layout there, though. I'm behind on his stuff, too, way behind. And subscribe so I don't miss anything, so don't forget us. I just got the pleasure of meeting Dan and one of the other guys from the club. His name is escaping me right now. In October at the Berea train show. And I don't know how, if you came in here, if you found me on this somehow, we got to kind of talking and then we met up there. So it was pretty cool. A circular staircase to the basement with a helix around it. I can barely go down the stairs straight, man. You get me on a circle? I get stuck in that damn thing. What the hell did I used to deliver somewhere that had a circular staircase? What the hell? I don't remember where it was at, though. Anyways, I digress. It's great with a wrench to be able to go quick to other channels and subscribe for later viewing. Yeah, I try to give everybody the wrench. It's just standard. It's not like you have much more than that. I don't think you can kick people out in that. Maybe I can. I don't know. Get them, Grandpa Rails. But that being said, all right, let me see if I can get some of these cameras to work. Yeah, a sneak peek of the video to come. Maybe. You know, my cameras, they have a mind of their own. Ay, ay, ay. Why is it so difficult? You know, I tested all these cameras out. I don't use foam board, but on the old layout, I used and then I kind of used. I would have. I wish I would have done 2 inches. This way, you can kind of dig some valleys and shit out of it. But I went with an inch on the old layout. This is just on plywood here. All right, Dwayne, you take it easy. Get well, man. Cuyahoga Valley Terminal is the website I shared and a Facebook page. Cool. Good luck, Pete. Looks like you had a lot of people saying good luck. Thanks for coming in, Pete. I enjoy. Glad you enjoy it. I appreciate you coming in. Enjoy chatting. I was gonna say, apparently, guys, I'm not gonna get these cameras to work. Well, there's one scene, one shot of the area. Hey, Mike, G42, how you doing, Mike? So that's at the top of the peninsula, looking down. That's the back of the shop and the fuel depot and all that stuff. Thank you. Thanks, Dan. Got my CSX police unit up there. Law enforcement spirit unit. There's another shot. It's from the side. Oh yeah. Yeah, I'm pretty much calling this scene done. I'm sure I'll add some little details here and there as the time goes by, but you could just go and go and go, man. I mean, there's not enough. Thank you, JD. There's not enough weeds and grass and stuff like that in my shot. Look at that. Choo choo. Let that roll by. Why not? Oh, thanks, Dan. Yeah, well, you're one of the guys that helped me decide on that. Ran it by a few of you guys, and that was the consensus, was to run the pipes to the fuel tanks over the main line and over the arrival track or yard lead. And for those of you that follow my channel, do y'all want to see the bathroom remodel pics on the video I am working on? Yeah, I mean, maybe throw them in just as to what you've been up to, why you haven't posted in a while. You've kind of been busy with life, and this shit's been going on, and a couple of before and afters wouldn't be a bad idea, I don't think, Jason. Or you make just a separate video, just on the bathroom remodel, especially the train runs through it. Yeah. I mean, you got to bring magazines. If you need toilet paper, you can put that on a flat car, have it run through the hole in the wall, kind of thing. You can make it work. You can justify it. Let's see if there's other camera, maybe if it'll work. Should give a better overall view, but it's giving me a hard time. This camera just keeps screwing up. I don't know why. Again, I tested all these cameras before I started the show, and cameras, these are the bane of my existence, I'll tell you what. Shouldn't be this hard. There we go. Oh my God, holy moly. So now there's more of an overview that's just strictly the facility area at the end of the peninsula, not showing the rest of the yard. There's a whole another 12 feet or something to the left of that scene. No, damn it. I'm tired of paying bills. That's the most important thing. Hey, good morning, Jason or Nathan. Nathan DeLay, how you been, buddy? Thanks, Derek. Yeah, these cameras, man. Sometimes when I click over to a camera, I don't know. I don't know if it's a camera, if it's maybe I need different cords for the cameras. You know, maybe I'm not running the right type of cord or something. I have no idea. Video from James. Underground would have been easier, but overhead looks better. Yeah. Yeah, you know, and it was kind of consensus. I was going to just go underground, thinking that would be, again, the easier route. But, you know, no, I don't count them. There's a lot on that backdrop. Now, that's from Train Junkies. Now, that was actually a Union Pacific backdrop. If you go on his website, you'll see it as Union Pacific Freight Yard or something it's called. And he was able to change it to CSX. I did a video on it a little while back when I installed that backdrop. And there was, I think, some mountains and stuff in the background. He was able to take those out and just kind of do sort of like, you know, early type fall looking trees. Not real colorful in the backdrop yet. Figured I would add the color in the foreground. We just don't want to see when you're in it. That's a good point. Good point, Eric. Nathan, I'm doing well, buddy. Doing well. Can't complain. So you got a fueling racks, of course. You got your tracks going into the engine facility. That's that Walters Modern Engine Facility. Been around for a while now. Then you have this unloading area here for fuel tankers as well as sanding hoppers. So I got a silo there for the sand, and then the fuel will get loaded and unloaded from these tankers across the tracks to the tanks over there, and then back to I guess the fuel stop there. A lot of it's illusion. A lot of it, I don't know if I did it all that right and if everything's perfect, but yeah, I don't know. Maybe they're just cheap cameras, you know. They're not like Logitech or anything. They're just ones I got off Amazon. Nothing fancy. So, well, yeah, this area has been, you know, this whole side of the peninsula, the CSX yard that I've been working on, probably the accumulation of at least 6 months, 8 months, probably. Can't remember when I did the video on the car shops down in the other corner there where it hides the hole in the backdrop. For me too, it will merge two different scenes together. It's amazing. You never know that. Yeah, that's great work, man. He's not. Backdrops are expensive in general, but he's reasonable. He's not like unreasonable. He'll make changes for you, and really worked with me to get this backdrop correct. The way I felt happy with it. He was very easy to work with. So, yeah, keep an eye out for that video. It goes into more detail. I'll get closer up, show more details on that. I think I'm happy with it. I'm pretty happy with it. So, I love doing scenery, guys. It's probably, like I said, I've said it before, it's probably my favorite thing about the hobby is creating scenes. And I may not be the best at it, but I do enjoy doing it when I do. And coming up with the ideas is probably the hardest part for me. Switch cameras too late. Probably the hardest part for me is actually coming up with the idea for a scene. But once I do and I get going, it's like I had a 4-day weekend last weekend, as I was telling you guys on the show last week. And on Saturday, I spent time with the wife because it was Valentine's Day and that. But other than that, I was down here like almost all day, every day, every other day. I spent some time Sunday. I ended up, my brother-in-law had to do breaks, so he needed my help. So I went and helped him for a few hours and did that. It was Sunday night. I think it was Sunday night. I was down here like 3, 4 in the morning, just adding grass and weeds and getting that fence in. That fence is, as I was showing you guys last week, it's made out of that chicken wire and wedding tool. Going to Pittsburgh this weekend. It'll be 11 years on YouTube for me in March. So far, it's been 10 years on YouTube. Nice. Hey, Wesley. Let's see you come in. Good morning, buddy. But yeah, I enjoy it. Scenery. And like I said, when I get going, I can really just keep going. It's crazy. So, yeah. There's a little pump house there to the left. You see a little guy standing there at the doors. So, yeah, it's been a long time coming. I got to kind of call it. Sometimes you just have to call it and say, dang it, I got to move on to something different now. I don't know. The track in the bathroom sounds interesting. It'd be nice to have a train while on the toilet. I think if I had a bathroom down here in the basement, I might get away with it. I think the wife would let me kind of do with the basement down here, the bathroom, however I wanted. Maybe have the train run through to a staging yard or something on the other side of it or something like that, Let's see, March 8th is your birthday. Well, happy early birthday. In case I forget. Making a video about 11 years on YouTube. Video in my own way. Thanking the YouTube community. Thank you, the community, for all the things that you have done for me a nice way. Well, it's nice, Nathan. Thank you for your support as well. I mean, you support all of us too. watching our videos and hanging out with us at these different meet and greets over the years. I know I've met you a few times. It's always fun. The foot of snow we've had for 3 weeks is melting today, and it's raining on top of it. It should be a good test for the basement waterproofing I did. Yeah, there you go, Derek. I need to do that. Damn, I'm missing this train again. I kind of caught it. I'll leave this camera up so we'll catch it on the next run. I didn't put any cameras on the lower level and I didn't run any trains on the lower level. Mainly just running this one and I got both lines running on the upper level, but you really can only see this. This track here is the only one that runs around the peninsula. The other one bypasses the peninsula. So you really won't see that train. I don't have any cameras on it. You might see it running in the background there. Well, that's about it, guys. I don't know. Shoot, it's almost 10 o'clock, and that's good by me. We'll get some breakfast. Decide on what I want to do today down here or wherever. It's been nice out, man. It's been the last week. We've been 40s, a couple 50s. The foot and a half, 2 feet of snow we had melted. The ice is finally out of my damn gutters. All the icicles are gone, which is great. Backyard's flooded, as always, in the spring. I call this fake spring. It's, Well, thanks, Kilroy. Hope to see you again soon. How many trains can I running at once? Just leaving them there. I can run 3 trains. 2 on the upper level. I have 2 main lines, and then the lower level is only a single main line. I mean, I guess I could run more if I time them right and pace them right, so they don't run into each other. But I just want to let them run and not ever have the chance of hitting each other. I just have to go. I have 3. The first level originally, I decided to go with 1 because I wanted to have to interact with it more, and because the old layout I had 2 main lines and it was great. But sometimes I just let trains run and I wasn't like interacting with the layout at all. It really wasn't. Yeah, yeah, exactly. You can't use a camera kind of in the back. I mean, you can. It probably wouldn't be proper, but you can. But you don't have a smell vision or anything. I always take the train to go to Pittsburgh to see my family and DJ and Wilmer. That was the original plan, and then PKW offered something. Oh, Bob, yeah, there you go. All right, Floyd, thanks for popping in. What is this week coming up? Oh, so next Tuesday will be my turn for On Track Tuesday, the 24th. So I will not do a show on Thursday next week. So I'll sleep in on the 26th. But I'll see you at 7 p.m. on the 24th for On Track Tuesday. We could talk about some other things, I guess. I finally see my lawn, but we are supposed to get another possible hit of snow this weekend. Yeah, I don't know when we're supposed to get more snow. It looked pretty good. We have 55 today, 50 tomorrow. Then we got some 30s. Sunday is 60%. Monday is 64%. So yeah, maybe Sunday, Monday we might get some snow. I don't know how much. And so we got Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday in the 30s. But then Wednesday, we're still hitting 40s again. 30s. Well, for this time of year, that's not bad at all, man. We just had freaking negatives, and single digits. So I don't know what it'll be as far as early spring or whatever, but it's going to be whatever it's going to be, right? All right. Thanks, Ray, for coming in. Have a great day, rest of your day there. Bob is up this weekend, Sidetrack Sunday. Okay. Happy birthday to your mom, Grandpa Rose. She turns 89 next Monday. Wow, look at that. Shit. My brother-in-law's father is 89. I think he's turning 89 or is 89 already. And he was over there helping us with brakes. He was supervising more than anything else, but that's okay. He's got so much knowledge. I mean, just from doing that stuff all these years. It's always great to have him around. There's been a few times we've run into a couple of issues on some of the brake jobs or just repair jobs over the years that he's known how to fix or had little tricks of the trade kind of things. You know what I mean? So, Papa John, what's happening, my friend? I guess there's a Great American Train Show in Girard, Ohio this coming weekend, but I got to work, so I won't be going to that. A few weekends up here, but I'm working this. I had a long weekend last weekend because I had Monday off and I'm working Saturday. And then, so it'll be a short weekend, but then the next weekend I'll have another long weekend because I have working, I think it's March 7th or something. So if I work a Saturday, I usually am able to take Monday off and make a long weekend the prior weekend. And vice versa. If I take a Sunday, I'll usually take the following Friday and give myself a long weekend on that end of it. So I work Monday, Wednesday, Friday. So I never have more than a 2-day weekend unless I do that. I'm going to build a gantry car for a cab view camera. All right. That'd be cool. So is that Berea Fairgrounds? All right, guys, I am going to cut out of here. I'm going to leave you with not that one. Get to the correct camera. Let this train play us out. And I'll see you guys Tuesday night. All right, guys. You guys have a great rest of the week. Have a wonderful weekend. And we will catch you next time. So, bye for now. Keep an eye out for that video. It should be up hopefully today for members and then probably Saturday morning for the rest of you guys. So, we'll talk to you later. Take care. Bye.